balance is $50.18. To hear the charges for this call, press 2. To accept this call, press 5. To refuse this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hello.
Hello there. How are you tonight?
Good. I just talked to somebody who said they saw the Nevada case on the news. Something about if they had a certain amount of witnesses, they needed 2 witnesses to show up to say that they weren't there with the guns, and they would dismiss the case.
Wow, I haven't seen that yet.
I guess it was on 4 days ago, but that's why I called you, because I just heard it and got excited and went, what? I didn't hear that.
Can you say it again?
He said that on the news report, it said that they had to get a certain amount of people to come to court to testify that they weren't there with guns at the standoff or something. This is how he worded it.
That the Patriots were not armed?
That 2 of them had to show up, but instead of 2, 10 showed up to court. So they had 8. Something about they had 8 more witnesses to testify that they weren't there than the 2. So it was like a huge significant. It's something about that that the case might get dismissed, but I don't know.
Well, that would be wonderful. But
I didn't. That's why I called you, because I didn't know if you guys heard that, and I was like, what?
I didn't hear that, but I did see 2 updates today from the courthouse steps with John Lamb and Andrea Parker and Sergeant Mo, and all 3 of them do the update when they get out at lunchtime and then at the end of the day, and I didn't hear them mention that today.
Okay.
But
all right. That's weird. I wonder what the deal was with the news report 4 days ago. Huh.
Have you got any mail yet?
Yeah, I got mail. I found out they won't let me have. You can't send books to me. They'll just send them back.
Oh, gee.
Which is weird. It's the only place that's ever happened to me. But I can get in like the letters. I got 1 letter from you guys, or I got 2 from you guys. 1 from Roy. One of them had the Oregonian report in.
Okay. Did you get the business card that we made?
Oh, with Pete Santelli and everybody on it? Yeah, I got that.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Yeah. And yep. Charles Dreyer was on that?
Yep. Those are the cases that we focus on.
Yeah, I've heard Charles Dreyer. I promoted him a lot, trying to get people involved in that. Even uploaded his video with him wearing the mask.
Yep.
I think I got like 1 million views on it one day, and
yeah.
So and it kind of refreshed it to everybody that he needed to be released. But
yeah. Well, he's working on his appeals still, and his dad just died this month.
You're kidding?
No, I'm serious.
How long has he been in there?
Oh, maybe 7 years? I'm not sure. Something like that.
Wow. How long did he get?
30 years, I think.
Unreal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So now, do they know how much longer the case is supposed to go on for?
You mean in Nevada?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think they're going to have I think tomorrow they start late, around 11. And I'm not sure they're doing anything Friday, and they think they'll wrap up by Friday or Monday. They probably wrap up by Monday or so.
The defense?
Yeah, they're not allowed. All the witnesses have been intimidated by the judge.
So what was the defense? Didn't even get a chance to have a defense?
No, not really.
How is that legal?
It's not. There's major push to have the case dismissed altogether, and to have the judge disbarred or moved out.
Reclused?
Yeah.
But
impeached.
It's just the Patriots pushing, right? Mainstream media's not touching it?
Nothing on mainstream media. There was a terrible hit piece by the LA Times. I don't know if Rudy mailed that to you or not. He might have.
No, I didn't get that one,
But that's the only thing I've seen.
Huh.
And someone also said that Jamie Spears was trying to get you moved into, or with Melvin Lee, was trying to get you moved into a cell with Ryan Payne to set you up.
Yes, he was. So, Jamie, I don't know what the conversation was, but Jamie told me that Melvin Lee had reached out to her that I could get into a cell with Ryan Payne to help get dirt on him, and I refused and said, no, I'm not going to do that. But I thought that was weird because I was like, well, why are you telling me that? And I think I told her, I said, you know, I'd rather die than turn on the Bundys. I think that's what I told her. And I said, I don't care if I have to stay here the rest of my life. But that was like when I first got arrested in Oregon. That was like, and so I never got put in a cell, and I never said I was going to do, I never even talked to the government, but Jamie was coercing me into doing that.
Well,
so, and I told Ryan Payne about it right after I heard it on the phone. Be like, hey, you may want to reach out to your attorney. Jamie just told me this on the phone. I don't know what it's about, but I thought it was kind of weird that she would tell me that on the phone.
And how could this Melvin Lee guy get you? How does he have control over who you're roommates with?
Well, I want to say that Melvin probably works for the federal government, either as an informant or as maybe some kind of special agent in the federal division who has that kind of pull and power to put, you know, I don't know. But when Jamie told me that, I was like, what? But I never talked to Melvin to confirm that he said that. When Jamie told me it, I just dismissed it as like, why would you? I'm not going to do that to Ryan Payne. He's my friend.
Yeah.
And so, me and Ryan Payne were in the same dorm 15 there in Oregon. And immediately I wrote him and said, hey, I'm not going to say anything out loud, but read this. Jamie just told me this on the phone. Do you find this weird?
Yeah.
I thought Ryan needed to know, but so yeah, so I don't know what that was all about. And I don't know if Jamie was blowing smoke. I don't know if he really had told her that. So.
What was his previous felony?
Yeah.
I mean, I only get information on what people tell me on the phone.
Well, I don't even know.
I don't know if people are telling me the truth, if they're lying to me, if I'm being fed disinformation, or if it's a combination of everything, maybe the telephone effect, and it gets lost in translation, so I don't know.
Yeah, or all of the above. I don't know who these people are. I just see the comments, and I'm just asking.
Yeah, but Jamie's always been a real hard-going patriot. I mean, she's protested a mosque. She protested a mosque there in Florida until they hung an American flag armed for 2 weeks in front of that mosque, and the imam...
I love it.
She made the imam raise the American flag, and she got in Breitbart for it, and I thought that was just beautiful because that's the kind of patriot... That's true patriotism.
Oh, that's good. I like that story.
But because the real cool part about that is Muslims don't submit to women, and they did.
Yeah.
That shows a great level of faith, I think. Now, I mean, I know with me, she wanted me, you know, she wants me out of here because Jamie cares for me, and she's my friend, and I care for her. But when she told me that, I thought it kind of rubbed me kind of weird. Because I was like, why are you... And so I don't know. I didn't know what to make of it. And I think maybe Melvin had said something to her, and maybe Jamie was trying to help me out, saying, hey, if you do this and cooperate, you could get out of jail. And I'm like, well, I'll just sit here then.
Yeah, really.
But they did tell me if I would have cooperated in the beginning, I would have walked completely off the indictment.
Wow.
Because I had that footage of the SWAT raid on the refuge, and I don't know where it is now, but I just said, no, I'm not going to do that. I guess I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
But I mean, After a year of hearing my daughter cry to me on the phone, I couldn't take it anymore. I broke, and I just said, "Hey, I got this information, this meeting that took place. If that helps me, here you go."
Yeah.
And I couldn't. If they're offering me a chance to shorten my time, I'm willing to do that. The only thing I won't do for them is lie for them.
Right.
So I'm not going to tell them that the Bundys are bad people. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that they were violent, because they weren't. But
so if
did we get carried away at the refuge? Absolutely. I think we took it a little bit too far. But at the same time, I would say, well, what else did they want people to do when you are completely ignored by your government, who's supposed to work for you, and you're the rightful masters of it under the Constitution? You just ignore them. I mean, so if they start rounding American citizens up because they believe in the Constitution and throwing them in gas chambers, we're just going to go along with it because it's the law. So the founder said something: if the law is unjust, we have a duty to disobey it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of unjust laws. I mean, look at the family court system in Nevada alone. Men's rights are being obliterated. Oftentimes the woman's the aggressor in domestic violence case, and because they know that they can get over on their husband or somebody by using holes in it. And I should have taken it to trial, but I had a bad attorney. There's another thing. You get these public pretenders who don't want to fight for their clients, and whether they're innocent or guilty, they don't care. They just want to run you through the system as fast as they can to get rid of their caseload. I think there needs to be laws on the books that when a public defender doesn't make forth a reasonable effort, he could be charged criminally and go to prison himself.
Yeah, I like that idea.
Imagine how much the system would change just on something like that alone.
That'd be great.
Or public defenders would be afraid to be public defenders. And maybe there needs to be something worked out with the Bar Association about these public defenders will make a reasonable effort to prove their innocence instead of just being like, yeah, maybe you should just plea out. And be like, well, I don't want to. I'm innocent. Well, you're not going to win. You know what I mean? So it's not that they can't win, or it's not that you don't have a good chase, but they have zero confidence because they know the system. It's corrupt, and they just want to plea you out and be done.
Yep.
It's a numbers game. And the people in power are really smart because they're really good at doing this to people. Do you know how many people in this jail alone have come in for 90-day misdemeanor, or 90 days for a misdemeanor for jaywalking, for stepping? If you're waiting for the bus and you step out onto the road to flag the bus down, you can go to jail for 90 days for doing that here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Oh my gosh.
And so I've seen time and time again, and people just filtering in and out of here, and I'm going like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Why does a man need to go to jail for 90 days for jaywalking?
I don't know, man.
They just have asinine amounts of time, and it just doesn't make any sense. And I believe in law and order. I believe that we should convict murderers, rapists, and other people who do horrible things to people, but I think there also needs to be a way to filter out what I call BS. You know what I mean? But because of the way the law is defined, it is what it is, and everybody's victim of it.
Yep.
So
look at Charles Dyer, July 4th Patriot. He had a vindictive wife.
Yeah. So
1 minute remaining.
Have to ask yourself, if these people are winning their cases 98% of the time, does that mean that everybody's guilty, or is the system fixed in inviting people in absolute despotism? Is what the Declaration of Independence says.
Yep.
If everybody that comes through is guilty and no one's innocent, something's wrong.
Yep.
Half and half, I would agree with, but it just, like I said, it just depends. It's going to shut off on us, so I love you guys. Hey, if you can you send me in USA Today Blaine Cooper report from the Malheur Refuge? Can you print that out for me?
Yeah, I think we can find that. We'll look for it.
And I need a scientific periodic table.
Okay.
elements.
Sounds good.
I like to keep my mind fresh while I'm in here.
Good idea.
I love you guys. Thank you so much for all your help.
All right, Blaine. Take care, brother.
You too.
Bye.